been sitting out in the weather in a pile for who knows how long. So that's pretty rusted up. But what better video to make to show you how to do it than one that's going to be a challenge. So first off, you get these long bolts out that go from one side to the other. Adjust the camera a little bit. This shaft is pretty rusty, so we'll sand it down just a hair, see if it'll let it come a little quicker. I got a gallon of breakaway at the auction here a while back, similar to WD-40. Seems like it's thicker. Yeah, it's coming. There it is. There's one end. If you like, I'll show you another little trick. Okay, the switch, you have to push down on the back of the switch. Once that thing pops, it's there, and that comes right off, and that'll go into a tin pile. Now this is so rusted up, we got to try to get the center of that out of our stator. There it is. You can see how rusted up that is. There's a lot of shellac on there. Now this little dude here, looks like I'm going to have to bring the camera up a little so you can see this. I set it up right up in there on top, and it's got somewhere for that centerpiece to go. Didn't want to go all the way through, so now we use a punch. There it is. Now look, here in Oklahoma we got short irons, and this is nice heavy metal, so it could go in short iron. It pays a penny or two more than regular tin, regular shred. I'm wanting to get a foundry or something where I can try to melt the aluminum off the ends of these. I don't know if it'd be worth the time or not. And got some old metal cupcake tins, so I can try to make some little ingots out of the aluminum. Try to salvage a little of that. Okay, we're done with this. And these aluminum ends, I just got a big long screwdriver. Got me a camcorder now, so it's a little easier to see what I'm filming. Using that cell phone was a challenge, trying to see what was in the view and what wasn't in the view. You know, get this little oil pad here. This piece of the tin. And we got a little metal sleeve up inside there. So here again, I can use this or something smaller. Just going to use the back side of this punch for this. Got the blunt end. Now that tapped out real easy. A little piece of foam. We check it with a magnet. Nothing sticks. Clean cast aluminum. should clean up just as fast. Put a piece of tin there. Get a little smaller screwdriver this time. Some of those can be kind of stubborn. Okay, this time we'll try it a little bit different. Another way you can knock these out is find a socket that'll fit in there. It's just a hair smaller than the diameter, and then just tap it in and through. This being a little bit of a challenge. That's not working real well. I don't know if that moved it at all. Well, I'm not ready to put this on hold for later and show you how to chisel this down. Once I start chiseling that, my air compressor is just a couple feet behind me. And I know it's going to get loud and noisy. Main trick is to find something that little adapter's too big. Here's a little piece. Looks like a shaft off a motor or something. It's kind of blunt. There we go. Tap it right on through, clean it up, check it. Nothing sticks. Clean cast. Okay, now for the noisy part. I'll clean some of this off the workbench. Now if you're needing a good pad, you bring in a treadmill, cut the belt off. That's what I'm using for a pad here on the workbench. They also make good drawer liners for your toolbox. Got a piece here of a mud flap off the truck. That way the air chisel doesn't tear up the surface of the workbench. So what I try to do, if you can see it, I don't know if I need to zoom in. Try to get right up next to the metal. Now if you don't have an air chisel, you can possibly use a hacksaw and cut it right along the edge here, or an angle grinder. First started scrapping about 27 years ago. Had a company that did a lot of warranty repairs for refrigerators, so we got a lot of refrigeration compressors, and we'd cut them open with a cutting torch. Back then we just bought a little cutting torch set and then leased the bottles. And I had a little small air compressor with like a 1 gallon storage. So I'd make a couple cuts with the chisel, wait 2-3 minutes for it to air back, pressurize again, and make a couple more cuts. Craftsman air hammer here, but when I started out I just had a little cheapie. It did the job. Did it pretty well. Just about there. So now we got nice clean copper. We still got, I'll have to go back and cut the strings, clean that up. Yeah, that's the wrong. Usually start off with something pointed to get up in there, but especially if the copper's down real close. Usually on this side, I go ahead and cut a lot of the strings, and I found one of these little hook utility knife blades work pretty good for getting up under there. The others work pretty well. It's just the going against the copper and stuff, it'll dull the blade pretty quick. Here I just kind of hook it under and give a little twist. Always be cautious with the knife though. Try to cut away from yourself whenever possible. Yeah, worked night shift for about 3 years, so I kind of took a break from scrap metal, which I still had a lot here on around the yard, so I was just kind of cleaning it up, a little here, a little there. Pretty well run out. I got a place in an ad. It's supposed to come out the 1st. Been run it for a couple months, see what I can bring in. As you can tell by the date on this video, it's August 18th. It's probably getting close to 85, 90 outside already. This camera's probably picking up this little fan I got here that I've got blowing on me, just trying to stay cool a little bit. Wires don't want to come out of there. There must be another string holding them. I think I see it there. There we go. Yeah, prices are down a little bit right now, so still, if you can bring it in, go ahead and bring it in. Okay, now I get a little bigger screwdriver in here. A lot of this stuff separated. Kind of go around here and try to work on this outer edge of the windings. Again, I'm just using a pretty solid screwdriver. Kind of get them lifted up. Now I'll get some channel locks. Get on them. Pry it out. Let me pan up just a little bit on this. Probably need to see more of the top here anyway than down low. So get the copper out of here, I'll the metal on here in Oklahoma, they usually let you put it in short iron. It's pretty heavy and doesn't take up a whole lot of room to have a pretty good amount of weight. Done with the air chisel, I can put it in its little holster there. Channel locks work pretty good because the roundedness of the back of the channel locks kind of works like a little lever. And it helps to pull that up and out of there. Sometimes you may have to re-clamp them on there down a little better area. This video is probably already getting longer than I really wanted it, but try to keep them short and to the point. If you liked the videos, if you found this educational at all, helpful at all, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And I'm trying to put up a video a week, if not a little more. So go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I've got a video up there where you're tearing down the little fan that's in the bottom of a refrigerator, getting the copper out of them. There's about 4 ounces of copper in there. There's not a lot, but it's not really that hard to tear them apart. Don't need many tools to do it. For me, it's not so much about the money. I just enjoy doing this. I'm just not one to be sitting down a whole lot. I go to work, do my job, come back home, eat dinner, and then I come out here in the shop for a couple hours, then go back in. Which, there's quite a bit of copper there. This is a big old ice cream bucket. It's kind of bulky. Usually when I get it in a 5-gallon bucket, I'll take the sledgehammer and pack it down. We'll step over here and put this on the little scale and see how much weight we got. About 2 1/3 pounds. So roughly, it's number 2 copper, so roughly $2 a pound. Probably just a little under right now. When it's doing good, it was over $2. So we're looking at probably a good $4.25 right there. And you can see it didn't take that long to tear it down. You could sell the motor as is and get, I think, roughly 8 cents a pound, 10 cents a pound, something like that. This little stator, I put it in a bucket. Set that in there and that in there. I'll get that scale goes to 5 pounds. I'm sure that's over 5. Yeah, bottomed out. Okay, we had 6 pounds for this and almost 6 pounds for that. So about 12 pounds here. So altogether it weighed about 14 pounds. So $1.40 if you just sold it as is. And breaking it down, we still got short iron, little tin. That's what, about 3 cents a pound. About 35 cents, you know, maybe 50 cents worth of tin if you sold it that way. Compared to about $4. So yeah, it's worth, you know, it's worth the time. It didn't take that long. So if you like the video, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel, and I'll try to put more up like this. Kind of show you what I can, you know, tear down. Maybe you'll get some hopefully some tips and tricks. I've watched a lot of videos myself because I'm always learning a new trick that somebody else does. Might do it in a little easier way. But this is the way I've been doing it. Works pretty good for me. But if someone has a video that shows me a better way to do it, I don't mind trying to do it. I'll get you up here where you can see my ugly mug. But please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Try not to bore you too much. So, I guess that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy scrapping, folks.